guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Everything Good About Life. In case you're new here, my name is Yudia. So guys, on the topic of financial management, today I want to address a certain... My battery died, guys, so I had to come back to the house and recharge it before I continue with this video. Now, on the topic of financial management, today I'm talking about Chama. And this video was inspired by a colleague of mine who I had her arguing with a friend of how useless Chama is. So for the people who don't understand what Chama is basically an informal corporate society used to invest savings by people in East Africa and particularly in Kenya. That's according to Google. In a layman's term, a Chama is whereby a group of people with the same interest come together and decide to collect money together. Now, for example, my brother, my sister and I, and probably a friend of ours would come together and contribute money. Now, we decide on how much we are going to contribute. So, probably 1,000 shillings every month. So, 4 of us would contribute 1,000 shillings every month, and then we decide one person should get the whole amount. So, for every month, one person gets the whole amount. Right? I hope you understand. Now, this colleague of mine was saying that Chama is useless because the only thing people do is contribute money and you're not doing anything with it. Because the person receiving that amount of money, the collective amount of money in a month, you're not going to do anything significant with it. In short, there's no investment involved, there's no growth involved, there's no interest on the money. Like, the exact amount of money you contributed is the exact amount of money you're going to receive. So today I'm not going to talk about those big chamas, something like Saccos, those big chamas where people have already invested and they're doing big projects with the money, they're buying cars, they're buying land. That's not what I'm basing on today. Today I'm talking about these small Saccos that have probably around 10 people, 5 people, or even less. Now, I grew up watching my mom participating in Chamas. She would be in like 5 Chamas at a go. And one thing I learned from her was she would sit down and decide on what she wanted in her house. So let's say furniture. Probably she wants new furniture. She would calculate and know how much she would need for the furniture. And then that will be put aside and wait for her turn to receive the money from Chama. Which means she's not going to touch her salary, she's not going to touch on her savings to buy the furniture. She's waiting for the money from the Chama to buy the furniture she wants. Which has always been a good idea for me. Now, I also know a friend of mine who was telling me they live in a low-level income neighborhood. And the one thing they do is come together and buy stuff they want. So for example, if you wanted, let's say, new cushions for your couch, you will look for friends. Like, they go around looking for someone who needs new cushions. And then they'll come together, probably like 5 members, and they will calculate how much money they will need to buy whatever they wanted. And which means it's going to come out cheaper because they're going to buy in wholesale. Now they will calculate the amount, how much every member needs to contribute. They contribute, they buy the cushions, and then the Chama is like cut short. It's short-lived, right? You have already done what you wanted. Now you are out of the Chama. You have bought yourself new cushions. If you wanted, like, let's say, kitchen equipment, let's say you need a gas cooker or something like that, you look for people who are interested in buying gas cookers. You come together, you contribute, which means you're going to contribute less amount of money than you'll have contributed if you're going to buy alone. So they contribute and they buy the gas cooker. After you've bought the gas cooker, the Chama is cancelled. Everything goes back to normal. So that's what they do. But then they also have this Chama that goes on and on, like it never ends. They contribute each year, and they contribute around 4,000 shillings, and they're like 10 people. So at the end of the month, one person is going to get 40,000 shillings. Now, 40,000 shillings can do a lot for you. And this is where you need to plan yourself. Because if you haven't planned yourself and you're going to get 40,000 shillings, you're probably just going to misuse the money. But these people have been doing this for long. They know what they are doing. Someone probably needs school fees for their kids. Someone needs, maybe they are building a house, one brick at a time. So when you get this 40,000 shillings, you put it where you had planned to put the money. You see? So it's not about building big businesses or buying cars and lands and this sort of things that people think money should do. It's about investing, like it's about slow investment. Because if you're taking your kids to school, you're investing. You're not like misusing your money or something like that. If you're building a house one brick at a time, no matter how long it takes, at the end of the day, you're going to have your house, right? So for people who think that just because the contribution you're making will not make an interest, like if you're receiving 40,000 shillings, it means you will also part with that 40,000 shillings, right? Because at the end of the cycle, at the end of those 10 people, your contribution to those 10 people, you will have contributed the 40,000 shillings that you will receive at some point. In short, Chama gives you discipline, and it also helps you. Because if you wanted to buy something, let's say worth 50,000 shillings, and your salary is not that much, you cannot afford that item you want. If you enroll yourself in a Chama, you're going to be able to pay for this because it's helping you save, right? You're saving a single coin every month, every month, every month. And by the time it reaches your number to get the money, like your turn to get the contribution, then you're going to receive that 50,000 at a go. You receive your 50,000, you buy what you wanted, and you continue, right? So who agrees with me that Chama is just the way to go, especially for low-income earners? If you really want to grow and you're a low-income earner, I suggest you go for Chama. But just bear in mind that when you're going to Chama, please make sure you're going in with people you trust. Because most of these things, as I've said, Chama is very informal, and I know there are those others that have been formalized. You even register in a bank, more like in these microfinance banks, and everything is tabled down in their contracts. That way, it's not easy for people to steal. But these informal ones, where you're just contributing, someone can run away with your money, by the way. So that's also a pointer you should look at. But basically, for me, I would do Chama any day, anytime. So guys, I hope this information has been helpful. Tell me what you think about Chama. Tell me if you are involved in any Chamas, or if you know someone who is involved in Chamas and how it's going for them. Tell me if you'll ever enroll in a Chama, or for you it's a no-no. And this is the end of this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell, and please leave a comment. Tell me something. Till the next video, bye. This has been Everything Good About Life.